Welcome back, Aluxers! As you can see from the title, this one's aimed mainly at our male subscribers. As for the ladies here, don't worry, tomorrow we're following it up with some life hacks especially for you. But we genuinely would be interested to get some feedback from our female Aluxers about the video too. So what traits do you need to be a gentleman today? To be sophisticated as well as dependable. Someone who gets all the details right, from dressing well to bigger picture traits like acting correctly and fairly at all times. Well, we've put together a list of low-effort tips, areas of knowledge that you can brush up on, and simple behaviors you can tweak. And for all of them, a relatively small amount of effort will help you reap huge rewards and be a true 2020s gentleman. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. So, let's get straight to it, shall we? Here are 15 life hacks for the modern gentleman. Number 1. Know how to dress for every occasion. Dressing well will help you with your first impression and make you stand out from the crowd. First, know how formal or informal to go for each occasion. If it's a smart, casual event, of course you don't want to turn up in jeans and a t-shirt, but a three-piece suit will also make you stand out in the wrong way, like a sore thumb. Second, know how to match colors. Take some time to study what color shoes and belt match your suit or your smart dress shirt. Things like knowing that brown and black don't go together, but brown and blue do, and that beige and light blue look great. If you're unsure, here's a minimum effort tip. Consult a fashion color chart for men. You can find them easily on the internet, and they'll definitely help you nail down color combinations. Number 2. Know how to wear a suit. Whenever you wear a suit, make sure you look great in it. For the best results, get them tailored. Learn the sometimes, always, never rule for buttoning the jacket. Of the 3 buttons, the top one can be either buttoned or unbuttoned. It's a personal choice. The middle one should always be buttoned to pull the jacket together, and the bottom one, never, as it'll mess up the look of the tailoring. And what about keeping your tailored suit free of creases when you're traveling? Keep it crisp by wrapping it in tissue paper before putting it in the bag. Number 3. Cook a knockout signature dish. Whether it's a dinner party or an intimate date, there'll be times you'll want to cook to impress and have everybody coming back for more. Even if you're not that great in the kitchen, a bit of practice can help you master that one signature dish, or even 2. And our low-effort tip? It's a chef's trick that will help you cook a steak to any taste, rare, medium, or well done. You can compare the firmness of a steak with the palm of your hand. Use your index finger and press on the fleshy part of your palm under your thumb. That's what a raw steak feels like. Now touch your thumb and index finger into the OK symbol and feel the spot under your thumb again. That's what rare feels like. Repeat this motion with your middle finger, that's medium rare. Touching your ring finger to your thumb will show you what medium feels like. And touching your thumb to your pinky tenses your palm muscles the most, and it's a good indicator for what a well-done steak feels like. This way you can serve a simple but classic dish and demonstrate you're a gentleman as you're taking everyone's preferences into account. Number 4. Have some healthy, easy-to-make go-to recipes too. There are also times when you'll want to serve up something quick and effortless, and preferably healthy and tasty too. And even if you're not a vegetarian, have some meat-free options when cooking for somebody who is. If you want a range of dishes that are healthy, tasty, and easy to make, learning a few salads is a great place to start. This way you'll be able to whip up something with minimum effort that is sure to please. Number 5. Learn the basics about wine varieties. When it's time for a bit of sophisticated relaxation, there's nothing like enjoying fine wines in good company. And having a little knowledge about wines will make everybody appreciate the wine more. You don't need to be an expert. If you can't instantly recognize if a wine is a Chardonnay or a Cabernet Sauvignon, it's okay. But knowing that the first one's white and the second one is red is a good start. And a rough knowledge of their taste profiles is even better. You could brush up on the other drinks as well, and perhaps learn a thing or two about Scotch whiskey varieties. Unless you're a real expert, don't try to pretend that you are, and avoid over-the-top comments about the taste that will sound pretentious and ridiculous. But a little knowledge will go a long way. It'll enhance your enjoyment of fine drinks and do the same for whoever you're enjoying them with. Number 6. Be able to do basic car repairs. It might be a bit of a male stereotype that men should know their way around a car, but it definitely is a practical one. Have a few basics down, like knowing how to change a tire or do an oil change, and know your way around the engine. It'll get you out of some tricky situations and save on your bills at the mechanic. Number 7. Know how to ask someone out on a date and how to accept a no. A lot of guys aren't that good at this. Either they come across as too nervous or too pushy. They make the mistake of confusing a date with a friendly meetup, or perhaps they've listened to too many pickup artists and end up sounding like a jerk, a weirdo, or both. Just sound confident, relaxed, and upbeat, and make it clear you're suggesting something romantic. It's also important to know how to accept a rejection gracefully. If she says no, don't make a big deal about it or dwell on it. Do know when to stop pushing and just move on. Number 8. Be good at personal finance. This is a basic for everybody, but so many people are bad at it. For more in-depth tips, take a look at our video on 15 ways to manage your money better. For now, let's just cover the first rule. Keep a budget. At the start of each month, calculate your expected earnings and outgoings, and balance them out with some leftover cash for savings. And really try to stick to it. Even if you don't manage the first month, next time be a bit more realistic and more disciplined. After you've been doing this for a while, you'll get good at it and see your savings start to build up. Number 9. Know how to relate to kids. This could be about your own kids, younger relatives, or your friends' children. Traditionally, women have been expected to be better at this, but times have changed and now people realize, why shouldn't men be just as good at it? It's not so much about learning as remembering. Think back to when you were a kid. What made you laugh? What fascinated you? If you're not that good with kids, relearn how to joke and play with them. It's true that women find it very attractive when a man is good with children, but this shouldn't be your main motivation. It's a goal in itself, and you'll find that reconnecting with the kid you once were can be a welcome break from adult pressures. Number 10. Learn basic first aid skills. You never know when you'll need these. The next time there's an emergency, you could be the one who makes the difference, especially if no one else is around has these skills. Know how to apply an ice pack, check somebody's vital signs, or do the Heimlich maneuver. We're not going to give you a detailed rundown of these techniques here. First aid training is a bit outside of our area of expertise, but definitely read up on tips from medical experts, or better yet, take a course. Number 11. Respect a different point of view. In a world of heated online arguments and internet trolls, this is something that many people have forgotten how to do. Yes, have your own point of view, but learn to take that of others on board too. Remember that no two people are going to agree about everything. Reading news from more than one source is a good way of breaking your echo chamber. Do discuss politics and the state of the world, but when somebody tries to draw you into a heated argument, don't take the bait. Sometimes it's best to diffuse the situation and say, let's agree to disagree. It's true, there are some views that are so unpalatable you won't want to have anything to do with people who have them. But don't let it escalate into a fight or a mudslinging match. That kind of behavior is not fitting for a gentleman. Number 12. Make well-thought-out logical arguments. Of course, there will be times when you do want to change somebody's opinion, and you're only going to do this with sound, logical reasoning. Whenever you're putting across your point of view, back it up with sound arguments, and constantly ask yourself if they really are as watertight as you think. And when they're not, be ready to adapt your own opinion. Having these skills will also make you more persuasive. You'll need to use them when you're making a business proposal, asking for a pay raise, or even just having a conversation over drinks at the bar. Number 13. Know how to entertain yourself or a group without a smartphone. Too many people nowadays spend an alarming amount of time on their mobile devices. When you're in a group, sometimes it just takes a 10-second lull in conversation and everybody's got their phones out. Relearn those skills that people relied on before the digital age. When you're on your own, observe what's going on around you and what you're missing when your smartphone's absorbing all of your attention. Take out a book. Take a moment to think and reflect. Who knows, this might be the time when you come up with your billion-dollar idea. And when you're with others, on a journey together or just enjoying some downtime, practice the old art of conversation, storytelling, or party games. And remind everyone that these can be far more interesting than the device they carry around in their pocket. Number 14. Learn to make cocktails. The art of entertaining is something that every gentleman should know how to do, and for this, there's no better weapon in your arsenal than having one or two tried and tested cocktail recipes up your sleeve. You don't have to be a master mixologist. You can choose ones that aren't that difficult to pull off, but that do require a little more than just mixing two drinks together with some ice. Yes, a gin and tonic tastes great, but it doesn't count as a cocktail. Mojitos are a great crowd pleaser. So are margaritas, and they'll also let you display your skills with a shaker, which you can pick up pretty quickly. You could go for James Bond's drink of choice, the martini. Just remember that unless you're James Bond, they're stirred, not shaken, and traditionally made with gin and not vodka. Or you could channel your inner Don Draper from Mad Men with his favorite, one of the most classic cocktails ever, an old-fashioned. Number 15. Give a good massage. This one's probably going to be for your significant other, and when it's called for, there's nothing that can beat it. For times when your romantic partner is feeling stressed out and tensed up, the best medicine by far is a soothing massage to get rid of that tension and replace it with pure comfort. Knowing how to do one properly is a great skill to have and will be hugely appreciated. And Aluxers, here we are at the end. There are so many things we could have put on the list, but we decided to keep it to 15. So of course we had to leave out a bunch, but that's why we want to put it to you. What life hacks for the modern gentleman can you think of that we haven't mentioned here? Let us know in the comments. And to say thank you for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. One final but crucial life hack every gentleman should be aware of. Stop talking about yourself and stop mansplaining. So you want to come across as interesting, sophisticated, and intelligent, right? Some people think they can do this if they just talk about themselves, about what they've done, what they're good at, or about their favorite topic, which they just assume everybody else is interested in too. Or they give advice about something they think they know everything about, and they're the only one who does. Well, if this is you, we've got news for ya. Habits like these are some of the biggest turnoffs. Unless you're an A-list film star or an astronaut, nobody is going to care about your stories that much. And as for giving unwanted advice like you're an expert, there's a reason it's called mansplaining. It's not totally unheard of for women to do it too, but men do it a lot more. Resist the urge to do these things. Don't assume you're the most important person in the room. Learn to ask questions, listen to other people, and invite them to give opinions. And find out how much they know before you patronize them with obvious advice. All of this will make you way more interesting and definitely more of a gentleman. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.